Guys, can you see my screen? Hear me well? Can someone please confirm?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start. Not many of you have joined, but let's start. Or they might watch a recording. Okay, so any questions, guys, till now, whatever we have covered before I go to the Azure section? Any questions on generic backup, replication, high availability, whatever we have been discussing here, restore from older version? Generic questions. I'm not talking about how to restore from Azure, how to take backup on Azure. That we are going to do now. That we are going to start now. So any questions, guys, till here on the concept?
Not as such.
Okay. From the interview perspective, you will be asked difference between your backup and ASR. Right? This is the first question you will be asked for sure. First, as in very frequently asked questions, may say. Okay. So it's a difference between. I'm going to write that for today's task also, or today's question also. The difference between. Please make sure that you read it thoroughly, or those are few I have already discussed, and now you will be seeing when it comes to our practical. तब आप specific जो है backup और ASR के difference देखते रहोगे. ठीक है? And it's not only ASR, you can call it disaster recovery also, and it is also known as DR, very famous word. Interviewer or the people who set up your interview, they ask you, do you know anything about DR? Have you ever worked on DR? So Azure site recovery, disaster recovery, DR, same, all are same thing. Is it clear to all?
Yes.
Okay, so I will just delete this one and let's start here. So I told you that to have backup, as in to enable backup or to start site recovery, we must have a vault, which is a recovery services vault. Okay, is it clear, guys? This has nothing to do with your key vault. Names are similar, but it has nothing to do with your key vault. What is a vault, by the way? Who can explain? Not in Azure, in general, what is a vault? Yes, guys, what is a vault? Anyone? A vault?
Secure location or something.
Here it is. This is a vault. This is a
Place
vault,
of storage.
right? A place where you can keep something safe. The tijori, right? Here it is. This is the vault. So the same concept they're using, vault. So we require recovery services vault. How to create that? You come here, search for recovery service vault. You will see your existing here, existing recovery service vault, or you can create a new one. First, I will explain the features to you, and then we'll create a new one. So I have a recovery service vault here. Let's click on that. And then I have options here. I have options for backup and I have options for site recovery. And here is the overview of this vault. So what does it say? Overview, logs, tags, all these, you know, right? This section, guys, I have been telling you, I never checked with you guys whether you are working on this or not, but it's your responsibility to go ahead and explore this session, this section for all of the services. यहाँ पर आपको automatic interview questions and everything सब कुछ मिल जाएगा. Interview questions से related जो trouble shooting scenarios वगैरह people who are asking me, यहाँ पर आपको by default मिल जाएगा. इसमें से 2-4 भी आप याद रख लो ना. So your job is done, right? So identity here we're talking about, then networking, ये सारी चीजें हम लोगों ने देखी है. Okay, I hope you understand this now. What does it mean if I keep allow from all network, and what does it mean if I deny it from all network, and what is a private endpoint or private access? Let's say that I have to back up only my Azure virtual machines. Do I require public access?
No.
No. The moment I disable public access, what else do I have to enable under private? Will it be automatically available privately, or do I have to do something?
No, we need to give some IPs.
What is it called? The term I'm looking for.
Private endpoint.
Private endpoint. Here it is. similar to storage. I told you the private endpoints are not only for storage. Same thing. Again, you will go select a virtual network and you will select a resource and everything, and then your uh, service recovery vault or your recovery service vault will have an internal endpoint from where your machines and everything can be uh, accessed, or your machine can access that vault. Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
I hope you remember the private endpoint session. And anyone who has doubt what is a private endpoint?
Oh,
Okay, so networking part is clear, right? Under recovery service vault, this is common for all, the left side panel, this one. Networking, we saw properties, you know, logs. I hope all of you remember what is logs.
yes.
Right? Backup, how to start backup, configuration of backup. I mean, कितनी बार backup होना चाहिए, क्या होना चाहिए, किस तरह से होना चाहिए. That is the backup. Site recovery, configuration of site recovery. Protected items, what has been backed up already. यहाँ से start कर सकते हो, यहाँ पर status check कर सकते हो. क्या already backup हो चुका है, कितना backup है, कितना in progress है, everything. Replicated item का status यहाँ से check कर सकते हो. यहाँ से आप site recovery शुरू कर सकते हो, यहाँ से replicated items आप देख सकते हो, right? Manage policies. Now, what is a policy? Backup policy. इंटरव्यू में आने वाला, डेफिनेटली आने वाला क्वेश्चन है. अगर बैकअप का सेक्शन आ गया, बैकअप वाला टॉपिक आ गया, तो दे विल डेफिनेटली आस्क यू कि हाउ डू यू set up your backup. So we set up our backup using backup policies. What is there in that backup policy? We are going to come to that. As of now, just look at this. I'm explaining this. Backup infrastructure. Now, one question, that using this backup, guys, do you think I can backup only resources which are there on Azure, or I can backup any resource which is there on AWS, which is there on my on-prem, provided I've kept the networking public. Okay, don't get confused or don't just overcomplicate the question. Didn't mention anything about the networking. It is by default, whatever it is. My question is, can I back up the machines which are there on premises, or can I back up the machines which are there on AWS? Can I do that? Yes, guys, what do you think?
The on-premises machines,
Sorry.
we can do the backup for the on-premises machines.
What about AWS and GCP
Uh,
or any other cloud for that matter? IBM, Alibaba, anything? Okay, let's not wait. Yeah, yes, you can, guys. You can back up your infrastructure, as in your on-prem infrastructure machines. You can back up your AWS machine. You can back up your anything. I mean, Azure, non-Azure, both can be backed up here. Clear? For that, you will be using your backup infrastructure option. Okay, then we have site recovery infrastructure. I hope now this is self-explanatory looking at the name. What do you think this site recovery and this site recovery infrastructure is for? Like this backup is for to start Azure backup. This backup infrastructure is to start backup of your other resources, other platforms like on-prem, AWS, GCP. Similarly, site recovery is for your Azure resources, and site recovery infrastructure is for your other platform. It could be your on-prem, it could be your AWS, it could be your GCP. Is it clear, guys, to everyone till here?
Yes.
Okay. Like you have, we have a recovery plans here. I'll explain it to you. What is recovery plans? Maybe not today. Tomorrow it will come. Then reports, same thing. कितना backup हुआ है, क्या हुआ है, कब से कब तक कितना backup हो रहा है, and then monitoring and etc. ये सब same है. So the things which we have to discuss here, focus here, it's how to get started with backup and site recovery, how to check the backup and site recovery options, and यहीं पे आपका option आ जाएगा restore वाला भी, how to restore it. What are the options available in restore, right? Infrastructure वाला I will not show it to you, because उसके लिए कोई physical machine ये करनी पड़ेगी मुझको या एक AWS पे, but options are exact similar. Once you learn this, you will know this also. The only difference is इसके लिए एक external agent you have to install, For this, you don't even have to install any agent, but remaining is everything same. So these are the things which where we have to focus. So let's start with our backup first. Okay. So look at this one. Again, I'm just showing it to you from scratch. We are going to do that. Under backup, you will see that how many machines are being backed up. Okay. Under site recovery, you will see if any recovery plan is there, any machine is being recovered, everything that you will see here. Same thing. यहीं पर ये दिख रहा है. Okay. If you have to start backup, you have to click here or here. So if I click on backup, okay, what am I backing up? Am I backing up Azure, Azure Hub, Azure HCI, or on-premises? So for AWS, GCP, and everything, you will always select on-premises. Azure will always treat everything as on-premises. And it's not only Azure. When you go to AWS, they will treat AWS as AWS, anything else as on-premises. But we have to back up Azure. What are we backing up? Azure File Share, SQL Server in Azure VM, SAP HANA, virtual machine. We'll stick to virtual machine. Okay, let's configure the backup. The policy. Okay, I'll explain it to you. Policy पे हम आते हैं. I'll explain it to you when we create it. Okay, but how to add a machine here? This is how you can add a machine. Why can't I see any machine? Can anyone guess? I mean, it's already written there.
There's no virtual machine that.
Where don't I have? I have one
World.
machine in East US.
You have to search by name. Item name.
No,
The
it's still
vault
not
is
appear.
in not the same region.
Yes,
The machine.
I said I have a machine in East US. The vault is not in East US, and it clearly says here that the discovering virtual machine that can be backed up are in the same region as vault. So limitation here or feature here is your recovery service vault should be in the same region from where you are backing up the machines. Clear hai?
Okay.
This guys clear to
Yes.
everyone? This part at
Yes.
least? Okay. So see, virtual machines in the same region as vault and not protected by a vault are shown. So I have a machine here. I have a machine here, but that is still not visible because that is already protected. So I will see machines here which are not protected, which means which are not being backed up, which are in the same region. So उस तरह की एक भी machine मेरे पास अब Sweden में नहीं है. There was only one machine in Sweden Central which is already being backed up. But this is how you can search for the backup. We are going to do it from scratch. Don't worry. I will create a machine and everything. We are going to do it tomorrow. As of now, just look at the options. Is it clear, guys, that how to add it? So you can add it from here. You can click on enable backup. This is one option. The other option is you can directly go to that particular resource and you can click on backup, and then you come and select this backup vault. So it's similar thing, like you go on one resource attached to another one. किसी भी तरह से आप कर लो. You go to machine and then you get that attached to that backup plan, or you go to the backup vault and then get attached to the machine. Similar thing you can do. But this one again, this machine is already being backed up, so we won't get that option to attach to that one. But we can see it here. If I click on backup, see it's already being backed up. Hence, I do not have that option to connect. If I see for other machine, see, it gives me an option to create a service recovery vault. If there is no vault, it will give me an option to create a vault. But it will not be done without a vault or without a policy. It will give me an option to create a vault. It will give me an option to create a policy from here. Or if you already have one, you can select existing one. Why do you think I don't have an option to select existing one? Why is it grayed out here?
As of now, like there is no vault created.
Yes, there is no service recovery vault here in this region. That is the reason it is grayed out. Otherwise, I can select the existing one also. Is it clear, guys? Till here?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's go back and see the policy. What is backup policy? This is very important, so focus on this one, guys. Okay. Here we have default policies also, and you can create a new one also. So I'll show it to you the new one. Default, you guys can go ahead and check कि उसमें क्या क्या options है. Different policy for file share, different policy for SQL, different policy for SAP HANA, different policy for SAP HANA. This is a preview one. We are sticking to Azure virtual machine. Okay. Now, in this example, guys, I just showed you that this is being backed up at 11 p.m. Always it is being backed up at 11 p.m. But in with my past experience, I have realized कि यार बहुत बार data जो है ना 6 o'clock को ये हो जाता है, corrupt हो जाता है. So I need some solution for that. So can I move it to 6 p.m? Yes, I can. But then I realized कि नहीं 11 बजे भी backup चाहिए. So can I have 2 points of backup? Do you think it's possible to have 2 points of backup? That a
Yes.
machine should be
that
backed up
will be-
twice a day.
Yes, that way there will be less chances of data
Yes.
loss.
Yeah, it is quite possible. It is very easy. The only thing is that कि आपका storage जो है ना यहाँ पर भरता जा रहा है. That if you have decided कि 3 दिन का रखना है, so instead of 3 copy, how many copies will you have now? Because you are backing up twice a day at 11 p.m. and 6 p.m. So now you will have 6 copies. 25th May 6 p.m., 25th May 11 p.m., 26th May 6 p.m., 26th May 11 p.m., 27th May 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. This is how you will have it. Clear hai guys?
Yes.
Yes.
okay.
So backup can be done more than once. Okay. So under standard policy, it says once a day backup. Okay. 1 to 5 days operational tier, vault tier. This I will explain. What is it? If you click on enhanced, multiple backups per day. If you want multiple backups per day, you select enhanced policy. But as of now, let's go ahead with the standard policy. You can give a name to the policy that this is my backup policy 1. And you will have multiple policies, guys. Okay. They are not going to apply only one policy and give it to all resources. What should be the frequency? Daily or weekly? So we said daily, right? What time? Let's say we say 5:30. Time zone, obviously you'll select based on your virtual machines and whatever virtual machines you have decided, and उस पे already वो plan वगैरह study होता है आपका, right? In last moment you just go here and randomly select and then try to match. That is not how it works. That is the reason it takes time. बहुत time लगता है ये सबको plan करने में. So everything is planned, right? So once that is planned and you have got the time zone and everything perfectly कि हाँ इस time zone में ये suit कर रहा है, so it's done. Okay, let's say that you have taken this one. Retain instant recovery snapshot. Now what is this, guys? Okay, here I'm explaining Azure backup policy, so be focused on this one, guys. I will be creating it for you, but I won't be explaining it again. Now I'm already explaining it. Tomorrow when I create it, I'll simply just create it quickly. I won't be explaining it to you, this one. So
So, Sohail, bhai, I have a doubt. The time which we have selected 5:30 p.m. Is it the start of the backup time or end of the backup time?
no, start. And how can you decide? Someday your machine will have
Okay.
1 TB data, someday your machine will have 5 TB data. You cannot decide that,
Okay,
right?
so it is the start time.
Yes, it's always the start time.
Okay.
And you have to make sure your machine's time zone and this time, here I'm just taking anything randomly. You have to make sure that your machine's time zone and this time zone is same. Okay. For some reason, I was not able to see IST here. Not sure why. It has to do something with the region, or I don't know, whatever the case is, or maybe it's there 5 plus 5:30, right? Here it is. Yeah, I was looking in the minus. So, right. So retain instant recovery snapshots. Now, what is it? Whenever you take a backup, guys, right? Whenever you take a backup, let me go to map in Azure. Now I'm being very specific to Azure. Normal backup, as AWS backup, वो सब कुछ दूसरा होता है. This is your virtual machine. This is your vault. और बैकअप भी जो है ना अल्टीमेटली आपका किसी ना किसी स्टोरेज अकाउंट में ही सेव होगा. आई होप यू नो दैट. Let's say this is your storage account where your backup will be saved. You don't have to create one as of now. You are backing up the data. So the first backup will not directly go here. आपके storage account में नहीं चला जाता है. ठीक है. पहला backup जो है, पहला as in whatever the backup is, the backup will stay here Backup will happen here. यहाँ पर होगा backup. ये backup पूरा यहाँ पर backup होगा and this backup will be moved here now. यहाँ पर कहीं कोने में रख दिया इस backup को. Similarly, rows का backup यहाँ पर इस तरह से pile up होता रहेगा. Is it clear, guys, to you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, restoring from this storage account is a time-consuming task, and it's a difficult one also. Time-consuming task. इसमें काफी time लगता है, but ये जब तक यहाँ तक vault में नहीं जाता है, okay, vault में नहीं गया, यहीं पर पड़ा है ना, so restoring from here, it's a very easy task. This is very quick compared to what it is. For example, that I collect money from all of you, stating कि यार हम कोई scheme चला रहे हैं, कुछ कर रहे हैं, right? Where I would be giving you money wherever you need, but you deposit some money with me, 100 rupees daily. You give it to me, and on weekly basis, I'll go to bank and deposit, right? And once it is in bank, withdrawal from bank, it's a difficult task. I'll have to fill a form, I'll have to fill a receipt, I will have to make an entry that you guys asked for amount, whatever it is, right? It's a difficult task. But you gave some guy gave me some money on Monday, and you asked me that on Wednesday. Yeah, Sohail, can you please give me that back? I have some urgent work. I'll return it to you maybe in a day or so. Yeah, whatever it is. But the money is still lying with me in my pocket, right? How hard it is for me to give that to you? Very simple task. I'll quickly give it to you. But the same thing on every Friday, I deposit the money. Let's say now I have deposited the money, and next Monday you're asking. Now I'll tell you the money is not with me. It is already there in the bank account. Now I'll have to wait for the time. I'll go there. I'll fill up a form. I'll have to do some formalities, and then only I'll be able to give you some money. Did you understand the concept, guys? Did you understand the example? Similarly, ये आपके बैकअप के साथ होता है. यहाँ से बैकअप ले लिया, यहाँ पर सेव रखा है as a snapshot, and then this snapshot, it is being sent here in vault, in your storage account, जो जाकर then save हो जाता है, and then retrieving from there, it's a difficult task. I mean, time consuming, not difficult literally, but time consuming. So this portion, this is called snapshot, instant snapshot. Is it clear, guys? What is instant snapshot? Yes, no, maybe questions, guys?
Yes, sir, that's clear.
Okay, so let's go back to the portal now. So what am I saying here? The retain instant recovery snapshot for 2 days. What does it mean? What did you understand by this? कि यहाँ पर कितने दिन का बैकअप रहेगा snapshot में?
2 days. Sir.
If I select 2 days over there, यहाँ पर आपका 2 days का रहेगा. If I select 3 days over there, here it will be for 3 days. So anything which is within 3 days, I'll be able to restore immediately without wasting any time. Anything which is beyond 3 days, that might take some time. Clear? That what is your instant recovery snapshot?
Yes.
So it's up to you, see, and it gives some explanation also here. If the latest snapshot is the only restore point available, it will be retained until the next successful backup. Okay, no, it doesn't give you the information which you'll have to explain in your interview. So this is how you have to explain it to in your interview, that what is a retail instant recovery snapshot. This I'll put as a question, that what is a instant recovery snapshot. They won't even say retain वगैरह. Instant recovery snapshot. What is an instant recovery snapshot? That's what they will ask. Simple. So it's up to you that for how many days you want to keep it. Let's say if we can keep it for 1 day, or if we can keep it for 0. No, so it has to be 1 minimum, or and you cannot keep it for more than 5. So the value is between 1 to 5. Clear, guys? Okay, the retention of the daily backup point at 5:30 p.m. And for how many days do you want this? Now, what do you understand by retention, guys? By the word retention, what do you understand?
Save.
Yes. कितने दिन इसको सेव करना है? So this comes to your question, Hussein. The one which I was showing, guys. that we have it for 3 days. So you can keep it for 7 days and maximum these many days, 9999. So if I keep it for 15 days, and now I'm saying that I want to restore a file or something which I deleted on 22nd of May. Is it possible for me to recover? Or 20th of May, let's say.
Yes.
Yes, because I've kept it for 15 days. If I tell you something that I deleted something in May, 15th of May, is it possible to recover the file?
Oh,
Yes.
15 days will be on 25th.
How? Yes, whoever answered the yes. I'm saying 15th of May. I'm retaining my backup only for 15 days, guys. Every day 5:30 PM जो है ये हो जाएगा, backup लिया जाएगा, and I'm keeping it only for 15 days. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 and then 15. That's all. For 15 days only I'm keeping it. Now on the 16th day, what will happen? What do you think will happen on 16th day? 15 days का full हो गया. 16th day का backup में क्या होगा? Yes, guys. Yeah, what will happen on the 16th day?
बैकअप कॉपीज है वो निकल जाएंगे, बट जो लास्ट डे का है वो रहेगा।
No, सारे नहीं निकलेंगे. ये निकलेगा सर.
Only first day
Yes.
निकलेगा first day.
Yeah, this will get deleted. You will have another layer. So again you have latest 15 days. Next day पे क्या होगा? ये निकल जाएगा. You have another one here. ये निकल जाएगा. Similarly, मतलब जो भी oldest होगा वो एक एक delete होता होगा. एक old delete होगा, एक new add होगा. एक old delete होगा, एक new add होगा. So at any given point, you will have 15 copies of your backup. 15 backups. This is maybe today. ये सपोज आज का है, उसके नीचे 25th का होगा, उसके नीचे 24th का होगा, उसके नीचे 23 का होगा. इस तरह से 15 बैकअप आपके पास हमेशा रहेंगे. वो रिप्लेस होते रहेंगे. ओल्डेस्ट विल गो आउट, द न्यूएस्ट विल बी देयर. इज इट क्लियर गाइस टू एवरीवन?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now the next point. Don't get confused, guys. Very important. Don't get confused. It's very easy, but don't get confused. Now, what is the retention of weekly backup point? It is not configured. It is not even necessary. It's not even compulsory. You can simply create it. But what if you wanted to create one? What is it? Retention of weekly backup point. Now, I want the backup to be happen on Sunday, every Sunday, and I want to keep it for 12 weeks. Now, what is it? Is it clashing each other? It is a separate one. What do you think, guys? Looking at this one.
I think it will be separate.
Okay, yeah, it is a separate one. Though the backup will happen, Alex, इसके लिए कोई backup नहीं होगा. But the moment I select this, what will happen? See, mostly बैंक वगैरह use करते हैं इस तरह का features. What will happen, guys? ये जो daily backup ले रहा है ना, इसमें जो भी Sunday वाला backup है ना, this backup, let's say this is Sunday's backup. So इस Sunday के backup को जो है ना, इसका एक और कॉपी बनाकर, और मे बी दे विल नॉट डिलीट इट, इस संडे के बैकअप को ये अलग से रिटेन करके रखेंगे. 12 संडेज का एक बैकअप अलग होगा. बट इट विल ओनली हैव दोस संडेज वाला बैकअप का कॉपी. संडे टू संडे जो बैकअप हो रहा है ना, उसका कॉपी एक अलग से एक और बना के रखेंगे, एंड देन दे विल सेव इट फॉर 12 वीक्स. तो मतलब अगर let's say what is it today, 27, it's Saturday, right? So the last backup on Sunday I had on 21. Uske pehle ka backup I had on 14th. Let me open the calendar, it will be easier for you to. Okay, it's not accessible there. Just give me a minute. Okay, so look at this, guys. Last backup I had here, the weekly backup I'm talking about. Okay, ठीक है, पूरा मैंने let's make it more easy. It will be easier for you guys to count. 10 days का हमने ये ले लिया, 5 weeks का मैं ये रख रहा हूँ, ठीक है, which means कि मेरे पास बैकअप सिर्फ 10 days का ही पेंडिंग रहेगा. And let me make this more clear. It will be easier for you to understand. I'm not creating the drawing a machine or let's say this is my machine. These are the backups. What did I say? कितने दिन का retention है मेरे पास? 10 days का. So कितने बैकअप हो गए यहाँ पर? I will have 10 backup here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These are the 10 backups I have. Okay, and this is, let's say, are you guys getting the example, guys? Are you guys getting it properly? At what am I doing here?
Yes.
So this is the backup you have now. With this, I have added one more condition, that Sunday backup should be kept for 5 weeks. Now, if I go here back and check कि Sunday का है 21 तारीख. So this is the backup I'm referring to. So now, when my backup they keep increasing, जब भी यहाँ पर 28 का आएगा, whenever the 28 backup will come here, 28, which one will get deleted?
18.
18. This got deleted. Okay, this got deleted. Then I have 28, 29. इस तरह से delete होता होगा, and then there's a time which will come on 21st also, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's say 3 more backups. 27, 28, 29, 30. By the time I come to 30, by the time I come here to 30, what will happen? There's a time कि मेरा Sunday का backup delete हो जाएगा. Are you getting it, guys? यहाँ तक आने तक मेरा ये वाला backup delete होने का time आ गया. These all have been deleted, let's say. And now this is the time the Sunday backup will get deleted. But what I have mentioned here, that no, I want my Sunday's backup to be kept separately. So what will happen? इसका एक copy जो है ना वो अलग से बन जाएगा. Or maybe this copy will be deleted from here or moved or whatever. But इसकी एक copy अलग से रह जाएगी, which will be there for 5 weeks. ये 5 weeks के लिए रहेगा. तो even if it is let's say beyond 15 days or beyond some days, और यहाँ से Sunday का mid भी गया, right? Sunday का यहाँ से mid भी गया. Now the latest 15 backups which I have, it's after 25th. 25th से लेके मेरे पास ये backup बचे हुए. And now I realize that यार वो last week में हमने कोई काम किया था, that I wanted back from the backup. Is it possible under this one, if I did not have the weekly backup point अलग से, is it possible under this scheme जहाँ पे मैं सिर्फ 15 days का रख रहा हूँ and the 25 के आगे है मेरे सारे 15 days, let's say that I'm talking about a future date, or let's say that I'm talking about the 10th of June. On 10th of June, is it possible for me to retrieve my data which was there on 21st of June or 21st of May?
No, the 10 days have already crossed.
Yes, 10 days. But बैंक वगैरह में या किसी एप्लीकेशन में कैसे होता है that they do some sort of changes या किसी तरह का change only on weekends. तो उनको ये होता है कि यार बाकी का पहला डेटा चला गया ना तो भी आई डोंट माइंड, ये सारा का सारा डेटा जो है संडे के इसमें होना चाहिए. संडे का डेटा मेन था, इसमें हमने क्लोजर ये किया था. सो दे वांट दैट डेटा टू बी केप्ट सेपरेटली. सो by applying this, what will happen that your Sunday's data will get saved separately. ये जो चलता रहेगा आपका, साथ में बस संडे की एक कॉपी जो है ना, it will be saved separately. And for how many weeks? 5 weeks it will be there. Every Sunday 5 weeks का ये होगा. तो इसके बाद वाला जो भी संडे आएगा उसकी एक कॉपी सेव हो जाएगी, उसके बाद वाला जो भी एक संडे आएगा उसकी कॉपी सेव होगी, उसके बाद वाला जो भी संडे आएगा उसकी कॉपी सेव होगी, उसकी कॉपी एक सेव होगी. This is how you will have. And when the 6th Sunday come, by the time 6th Sunday come, this copy will get deleted. Then they will delete this copy. And then you will have latest 5 Sundays ka data. Is it clear, guys? What is the weekly thing?
Yeah, understood.
Similarly, monthly, I don't have to explain it now. कि वो जो weekly पे काम कर रहा है, same thing will happen on the first Sunday of every month. यहाँ पर if I say every Sunday ये कितने बैकअप होंगे महीने में, month में कितने बैकअप हो रहे हैं guys यहाँ पर? If I'm saying every Sunday,
4 या
4,
5
yeah, either 4 or 5 depending on the weekend. But if I say only first Sunday, तब month में कितने होंगे बैकअप?
1
So are you getting it? कि ये आपका रेगुलर बैकअप जिसमें मुझको 15 कॉपी सेव करके रखने पड़ रहा है, राइट? यहाँ पर द मोमेंट आई डिड दैट वीकली मेरे पास 4 कॉपी हो गए. आई डिड इट मंथली, कम होके कितने कॉपी हो गए अगेन? ऑन द संडे ऑफ एवरी मंथ, फर्स्ट संडे ऑफ एवरी मंथ, सिंपल एक कॉपी व्हिच आई कैन कीप सेव फॉर दीज मेनी डेज. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, इससे क्या होगा ना, मुझको इतने सारे कॉपीज सेव करके नहीं रखने पड़ेंगे. मतलब सी संडे को भी जो हो रहा है ना बैकअप, उसमें संडे से पहले एक जितना भी जो कुछ सा डेटा उसमें है ही, तो आई एम डिलीटिंग ऑल दिस एंड आई एम सेविंग 1 कॉपी. मैं अपना ये कम करता जा रहा हूँ. सिमिलरली इसको मैं ईयरली भी रख सकता हूँ. सिर्फ लेट्स से कोई फाइनेंशियल ईयर है एंड आई वांट के अप्रैल में बहुत सारे चेंजेस होते हैं, राइट? बैंक में अप्रैल में बैंक हो, ऑफिस हो, अप्रेजल्स वगैरह. सो व्हाट आई वांट कि यार आप मार्च का बैकअप ले लिया करो, बिकॉज मार्च में whatever happened from 1st April लास्ट ईयर के 1st April 2022 से लेके 31st March 2023 में जो कुछ हुआ है ना, वो मेरा उसमें कवर हो गया है. सो मार्च में फर्स्ट संडे को आप एक ये ले लेना और इसको 10 साल रखना. So I will have only 10 copies and I will have backup for a longer time. Is it clear, guys, to everyone, this table?
Yeah.
Okay, so only 1 minute is left. We'll stop the sessions now. And tomorrow we'll start creating a policy from scratch. We'll start the backup and we'll see कि restore option भी देख सकते हैं क्या. So इस weekend में ये पूरा नहीं होगा definitely. एक session में आपका backup, restore and replication पूरा नहीं होने वाला है. So I think next session will also go, one session next weekend will also go. But this is very important, guys. We cannot skip this. So I hope this is clear for everyone. See you guys tomorrow and we'll start creating the policy tomorrow from scratch. Okay. I'll add some questions. No
Okay.
homework for today. Make sure you complete your previous task. And but adding 2 or 3 questions. Please make sure you go through them. Bye, guys.
Thank you, sir.